Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Dean Bear
waiting for
here
commercials.
with Fabio Soto and the one and only Todd Boss from ProRacquetballStats.com. Todd, why don't you introduce these guys that are on the court right now?
Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't we introduce the two that our listeners may not necessarily know?
Alvaro and Danny?
Yes.
No,
So,
Got line judges.
So Alvaro and
Charlie.
Danny, of course, are the number one seeds, the defending champs in this, and arguably the best doubles team in the world. They are playing
ready, guys?
two guys from Northern California. They play in the East Bay, which means
Ready, Charlie?
which means the east side of San Francisco. They play out of Walnut Creek or in that area.
All right,
The
ready.
lefty-righty pair. The lefty's name is Walter Ramos. The righty's name is Israel Torres. He's
I know
called
Izzy.
He's called Izzy.
The tall one.
The tall one
First
is
game,
Izzy.
The
0-0.
short one.
They play a power game. Ramos in particular has just a ton of power. He hits a really heavy ball. And,
So-
and Torres kind of gets around and is your ranger, even though he's
Point.
a big dude.
Yeah, he moves well. So you mentioned these are
1-0.
power guys. How does that match up against De La Rosa, Beltran on the outdoor scene?
Well,
Oh, look at that.
Point.
to be frank,
2-0.
they're
Be
not going
Todd,
to
not Frank.
they're not going to be able to out hit this player. These two guys are going to be able to handle whatever power they can throw at them. Ramos and
3-0.
Izzy have a tough match here. They're going to struggle to keep this match close. To be frank,
That's a skip right there, and point number 4 awarded to De La Rosa and Alvaro.
4-0.
we haven't even introduced Alvaro and De La Rosa. It's already 4-0.
I don't think you have to. No, I'm just kidding.
That's a nice shot.
Ball control. So now that we talk about it a lot on indoor, Todd, but now that we're
5-0.
outdoor right here, who do you think has the best hands to play in the
Hold
game
up,
right
hold up,
here,
hold up.
Alvaro or Daniel?
Up until a couple years ago, I would have said Alvaro.
5-0.
I think that Daniel's game has escalated a little bit in the last few years as he has become a better outdoor player. Oh, look at that. Right up the middle. Good
Yep.
shot.
Do you say that because
0-5.
his not only his indoor game, but a lot of his indoor game transcended here and vice versa?
100%. As about a year ago, as you guys know, De La Rosa had had a skid on the indoor tour.
1-5.
There was talk that maybe he'd hang him up. He was really frustrated with his
That was
game.
March of 2019.
And since then, he's been really, really good.
Out.
And he's played more patient. He's waited for his shots. He's not pushing it, and the results show. He's won the last 3
1-5.
tier ones.
It-
It's the first time we've had a 3-time winner in a row in
That's true.
not named Kane Waslinchuk in like 10 years.
Would you use the word
2.
matured
Side out. 2.
Hey, it's not
at
like
26?
it's not like he's a young kid. It's not like he's 20.
5-1.
He's 28 years old.
Yeah, he's 28. He's got 2 kids. He's married. It's not like he's but he's. What's interesting is if you knew Daniel
Skip.
when he was 19, you might always think he's the young kid.
No, I actually agree with you. Now let's shift over to Beltran. And there's
6-1.
nobody knows Alvaro Beltran better than Fabio. Fabio, you're in the scene in the San Diego, Tijuana area. Look at that behind the back play. The no look.
That is sick. That is just sick.
So
These guys need to
What
take
is-
a timeout and hit the Beltran
what
here.
is he
7-1.
looked upon as in the Tijuana, San Diego area, Alvaro Beltran?
Well, we talk about it on tour a lot, smoothness and just touch. I mean, there's really the finesse that
7-1.
Alvaro has. He has tried to transcend it to players like Sebastián Fernández or Guillermo
Skip.
Ortega. And, he's just taught a lot to these players as well as
8-1.
Daniel. Daniel's always said that he's learned a lot from Alvaro over the years. So we see Alvaro as a teacher of sorts. Even though he's no one's coach, just by watching him play and
Yeah.
observing, we learn a lot from him. We learn a
Side
lot.
out.
So Todd, this match is burning right now. It's quick. It's like 8-1.
1-8.
Yeah.
1-7-8.
No, just like one of the earlier matches today, but then they crept back in, right?
Well, it took these guys a long time just to get to the
Oh, he hit the door.
He hit the door.
hit the door. I think that's what we should call it. We've been looking for a name for this. He hit the
There you
door.
have it.
He hit the door.
There you go.
2-8.
So they're going to need to get a couple of points here. They're going to need to kind of try to see if they can stem the hands of Daniel.
Skip shot right there.
Can't do that. You can't.
Izzy knew it skipped.
Yeah.
Because he
How
made that
about
right away.
Well, you know what? This is one of those mistakes, Todd, that they cannot afford to do, especially against a team like Beltran and De La Rosa.
No. And look how close De La Rosa is playing. De La Rosa is basically daring
Skip. Side out.
them to hit it at him. And then when they do drive it at him, he's got the quick enough hands to just turn it right around and hit a winner. Meanwhile,
it's a fantastic shot there by Beltran.
Oh, I would have left that for Walter, I think.
Oof.
Look at the hands by
definitely
Beltran.
There you go.
Oh, nice. That was, you know what was nice? That Izzy moved out of the way and let his partner take that ball because that opened up the field. Daniel couldn't move.
What you saw there is Izzy make 4 or 5 good outdoor shots.
8-2.
You know, and Alvaro and Daniel, they didn't try to overcommit. They knew that those were outdoor shots.
There you go.
That went outdoor, all the way upstairs.
But then you see now, even though Walter is primarily an outdoor player, when he gets the opportunity, he's got the power to bury it in the corner just like Daniel does. Yeah, see, notice there, Walter left that one Izzy left that one for Walter. I think he's got to do that. I think Walter's got a better shot at burying it right now.
Well, and again, it goes back to what I just said before. When he does that, the players move because they don't know if Izzy's coming in, and Izzy's a big guy. They got to move out of his way.
Yeah. So here I got some interesting stats for you.
No.
Would you guys like a quick overview of Alvaro Beltran?
Please do.
Yes.
And his outdoor accomplishments?
Yes.
2-time outdoor national singles champ.
2-9.
11 major outdoor doubles championships. He's won outdoor national pro doubles twice. Right up the middle. Nice shot.
Alvaro looked like he was going to hit it.
Yeah,
he's won titles here in Vegas 9 times.
Wow.
Meanwhile, Mr. De La Rosa. If I can turn.
Ooh, ball
that
control.
was nasty.
Excellent shot.
If I can turn to my De La Rosa bio page in our broadcast guide. In addition to having ascended to #1 on tour in the indoor tour, Daniel De La Rosa has won 4 major outdoor singles titles, twice at Beach Bash, twice here at in Vegas. He owns 12 major mixed doubles pro titles with his wife. He's won 5 major mixed pro men's doubles titles, 4 of them with Alvaro.
That went upstairs.
He's got an amazing number of titles. In fact, he and his wife did what I call the triple crown, where they won
last year.
12-2.
They won all 3 major mixed doubles pro titles. We got some catcalling from the
yeah. Well, that's
from the
it.
crowd
Keep
here.
going. Keep going. Fans need to know this stuff. Todd,
we got both.
Oh, we got a kid on the court.
I take it.
Technical.
But no, so triple crown, where Daniel De La Rosa and his wife Michelle won all 3 major pro mixed doubles titles last year. They won at Outdoor Nationals, they won at Beach Bash. I'm sorry, in 2019, last time they had all 3, and then they won here at Vegas. They're easily the best mixed doubles team out there, and
12-2.
And they continue to just steamroll through these draws.
I watched Michelle. I haven't seen Michelle play too much on indoor. Look, they switched sides. Todd.
That's interesting.
How about 12-2?
Because with a lefty-righty pair, I mean, yeah, they're trying to mix it up, but very interesting for a lefty-righty pair.
So Michelle really held her own in the national doubles for the women this past year in Iowa.
What a serve! Did you see that?
That was insane.
Daniel threaded that needle, put that in like the one spot in the corner right by Alvaro's feet where Izzy couldn't run it down. That's unbelievable serve for doubles. Tough bounce there.
We got our first game point.
14-2.
14-2, game point number 1.
This is quick.
Yeah, this is quick.
Straight
shot.
into the ground. Game 1 in the books, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, well.
Before we take a break, want to let everybody know this is the KWN Gutterman 3-wall ball championships here. Handball, paddleball, racquetball. We're at the Strat, Las Vegas. We want to thank Keith Miner, Age Solutions, and Team Dovetail and Racquetball Vibes Facebook page, Team Zurich, providing the streaming here for you.
Also presented by ProKenix Racquetball as well.
There you have it. There's the major sponsors here. I want to thank everybody for being there. We'll take a short break. We'll be back for the start of Game 2 right here on IoT Live.
Rafa went to San Luis Potosí to my club to give a clinic, and then Rafa started to play with every kid. Every single kid he played one game to 15, and he was saying, if you beat me, I'm gonna sponsor you, right? And I beat him, 15-14, I remember. When you play, I mean, of course you want to win, but you also want to look cool winning, right? And the Gearbox shorts, the t-shirts, the hats, the headbands, I mean, they are simple, but I like simple. I mean, they look great.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, Todd, as we're getting ready for the start of this match, on the one-wall court next to us is some amazing players, Mania and Riffle against Patata and Patrick Allen, and he is showing some good stuff this weekend.
Absolutely.
Remember, this is not only 3-wall, this is also a racquetball 1-wall event, as well as paddleball, handball.
And the handball players are nuts over there, to be honest.
Yeah, so for those who haven't seen the structure, or maybe you've seen pictures of it, we've stood up 4 handball courts, plus 4 handball 1-wall courts, kind of on the other side of the fence from where from where you're looking at right here. And these handball guys have just been going at it for hours. You know, a lot of guys from New York, a lot of guys from Florida, all flying out here.
All right, guys, game 2.
And it's kind of like their own little mini tournament here.
Yeah, I heard they do a little side betting. I'm not surprised.
Well,
Well, guys, the tall guy in the court serving is Real
Game 2,
Torres.
0-0.
His partner is
Walter
Ramos. And Beltran DLR in the back.
Yep.
As we start game 2, he has 0-0 head pen scoreboard.
Three out of the 4 guys on the court are Pro Kenix guys.
Short.
Yeah,
Short
not a good
Side out.
start, is he?
Not a good way to start game number 2, Todd.
Yeah. All right.
0-0.
So they've gone back to 4 hands in the middle, which is kind of what you want.
But what that does is when a ball goes out the door, you're at a disadvantage, no?
Oh, that's a nice shot. I like that by Walter.
Good coverage.
Daniel's an excuse me
He's
shot.
right there.
Oh, look at that get. Oh,
That's a hinder. That's
a
got to
read.
be a hinder. He hit
Momo.
Alvaro with the ball.
Momo got to call that a replay.
What is Mauricio Celada
Come
going
on.
to call?
Replay.
What is?
I think he gave the point.
Replay?
0-0.
Oh,
0-0. Yeah,
Okay.
he was there.
Momo, our ref, is very statuesque. We couldn't tell what call he made.
Ball on. The other court. Well, that went out.
Oh, you got it?
1-0.
1-0.
Ooh, out the door,
nice
Izzy.
try.
Unbelievable.
What a fantastic
the
veteran
fact that he
outdoor
was
shot.
able to run that down.
Yep. You know, Izzy and Ramos, they have a tall task, of course, you know, playing the best team in the world. Yeah, but they,
2-0.
I don't know, they need a strategy.
There you go.
That
was out.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And oh.
Thank you.
Wait, did they use
Alvaro
line
knew
judge?
that was out.
Yeah, Alvaro's not going
Take a
to.
nap over there?
All right, so that was an out ball. Remember, in outdoor, everything's one serve. It's just like the
2-0.
IRT used to be, and in the opinion of many, still should be.
Short.
Short
Side
ball,
out.
De La
Wow.
Rosa.
2 service faults. I think it's safe to say that maybe our number 1 team is
0-2.
not necessarily 100% focused.
They're not engaged.
Well, when you win the first game 15-2 without breaking a sweat. Oh,
Skip shot there
yeah.
by Beltran.
That's the right shot. No one was getting that ball.
1-2.
They started out slow yesterday. You know, they were down like pretty big early in the game 1.
Well, I tell you what, at the
Skip.
I'm not too heavily criticizing, but the fact that their
was good.
16 match was that much tougher than what looks like their quarterfinal match should tell you all you need to know about the seeding at this tournament.
Agreed.
Guys. Sorry. 2-2.
Pineda and Portillo played them very well.
Yeah, Pineda and Portilla, that was a quarterfinal or better matchup for these two. And we saw it in the quality of the play.
Ooh. Replay.
Yeah.
2-2.
Could have had a avoidable.
Yeah, ball.
Could have had a little shot. I'm surprised Daniel didn't ask for it.
2-2.
I think if it's 8-8 in the tiebreaker, he's asking for that. Oh, that's too good. Just
How
a,
about
miss those.
2-2?
It's so smooth.
just a smooth shot. He's not hitting it that hard. There's a lesson in that for a lot of people. On those pinches, you don't have to hit at max effort. It's more about,
Side out.
Oh, Torres hit himself.
yeah, you don't see that too
That was a
much.
good idea. You know, kind of juking it around over to Alvaro.
2-2.
Danny's cutting everything off. I mean, serves.
Oh, that's what Ezzy just tried to do. Spit pinch. All right, so now Walter, or Ezzy just read that really well. Oh.
Skip.
Oh, and
Skip.
Alvaro skipped it in.
So
2-2.
anyone who plays this team, De La Rosa and Beltran, know that they are looking to pinch.
Out.
They're looking to pinch. So if you give them a setup, you got to bail or you got to run for the corner and try to
3-2.
cover that pinch, and that's exactly what Izzy did
3-2.
on that point.
He was right on it.
Old De La Rosa and Alvaro now taking the lead, 3-2.
What?
Out.
Oh,
Another
Daniel.
fault
Side
serve.
out.
Daniel wanted to try that serve that he tried in game number 1.
Yeah. That was a low percentage.
Very low percentage
Low
shot.
percentage serve. He was aiming
2-3.
for a triangle about the size of a home plate on a baseball field. Nice shot.
Very good shot there.
Walter
Up.
can really bury those balls.
Grant is watching.
Oh, Grant's watching. Hi, Grant.
Love it.
3-3.
It's the grandson?
That is my son.
Your son?
Oh
Okay.
my gosh, I'm not that old.
All right, well,
Dean's killing me.
I've been known to say the wrong things on occasion.
Out the
If-
door
About-
shot there for De La Rosa.
So fun fact, I happened to be on the phone with Sudsy
3-3.
right before Sudsy did one of his live things, and my son Grant was there, and so I had Grant say hi to Sudsy, and so then later on the broadcast, of course, Sudsy does a shout out, and my son thinks that's
Side
the
out.
most amazing thing in the world, right? And so now every time I talk to somebody on the phone about racquetball, he's like, "Is that Sudsy? Is that
3-3.
Sudsy?"
Let's tell everybody how Izzy and Walter got here. They actually had they took out Cesar Chavez and Jerry McLaughlin.
Yeah, Jeremy's
Jeremy.
tough. Caesar is a Southern Cal guy. They're both Southern Cal guys.
That was a 9-8
couldn't see it,
matchup in the
sorry.
round of 16s. Those
Yeah.
are usually pretty even.
Yeah.
But
So
it
that's
was 9 and 7.
4-3.
that's a solid win. That's a really good win for the NorCal guys. You know, they play. These are the big fish up in that East Bay area.
Look what he does to the corner right there.
Yeah.
Devil.
5-3.
I'm telling you, these guys they are corner hunters.
It's 5 serving 3 now on
This
the
will be
head scoreboard.
I mean, assuming De La Rosa and Beltran move on here, they're taking on
5-3.
Davis and Barcelo.
Great match.
I mean, those are really good. Those are two solid, outdoor players.
Skip.
Yeah.
Solid.
Very solid. And those two played very well today. They really
5-3.
kind of dominated in game 2. That'll be we're getting ahead of ourselves. That was
Short serve.
God, Daniel just hit a short serve.
What do you
Side
think
out.
on the other side of the draw? You have Horn and Diaz moving on to the
3-5.
semis against Geis and Rich.
I mean, you got to go with your reigning outdoor national champs,
Geis and
Rich. You know, I don't. We commentated or we watched the Diaz Horn win today, and I don't know. They struggled. I mean, they were playing tough competition, yes, but they struggled, and I think that they'll struggle against Geis and Rich.
Out.
Braved it.
Got a
Too
ball.
much heat there from De La Rosa.
At the beginning of this tournament, I thought that we would see a rematch in the pro final of the Outdoor Nationals event from July, and it looks like so far that's shaping up. And that rematch would be De La Rosa Beltran versus Geis and Rich.
Tuyo. Puta, no se ve ni mierda.
If it comes to pass
4-5.
on Sunday, it'll be an interesting matchup for sure.
I think Horn and Diaz will have something to say about that, Todd.
Skip.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Those guys are confident and
Ese sí lo vi.
Bobby's.
5-5.
I came here to win. That's what he said.
well, yeah. Those guys are confident, and you know what else? Those guys, when they get down and they are in jeopardy, they focus like almost no other team I can remember.
Close.
I've watched them come back. I've watched Diaz come back from 110 down to win a match.
Oh, we saw it at the U.S. Open.
That's
Remember
right.
that?
And he was playing with Jake, but that was a lot of Diaz, that was a lot of theatrics, that was a lot of diving gets, and just who comes back from 110 down against pro players?
I'll tell you, I remember watching the Jake and Diaz team, and as a team, that was 2 bounces. And as a team, I didn't think they were. They never got a big win, and I just felt like it was a team that needed to do a recharge. Diaz stepped away, and then Jake really started to ascend. So I wonder if they ever teamed up again, if they would be really good.
Well, I thought they were good as a team. They matched up well. You know, you had kind of a big bomber that sat in the back and Jake, and then a guy who was very agile and got a lot of balls.
He gets everything.
In Diaz, that's a good partnership for a doubles team. But yeah, so who's Jake been playing with lately? I mean, he plays with his brother a lot. But at the last major doubles event, he played with somebody else.
Well, just remember that Jake is going to play with Charlie Pratt at
Worlds.
At Worlds, they played together in Chicago.
That's right.
Mistake by Alvaro.
That's right.
Chicago was a really setting point there for Jake Brennenbeck and Charlie Pratt because they're the U.S. national team.
Nice. That's a great pass up the middle. The middle solves the riddle. If you can hit a strong pass, waist high, right in between and slip it through 2 players, doesn't matter how good they are, they're not going to get it.
Love the atmosphere here. It's definitely different than what we're used to, than what our fans probably that are home watching are used to.
You know, we're on the grounds, or we're on a parking lot across the street from the Strat Hotel. But if these guys were playing at their home courts, you know, at Marina Park or somewhere in Florida, like a tropical park, or Hollywood Beach, you'd have grills going, you'd have music playing, you'd have the kids here, there'd be picnics. This is the essence of outdoor, is being. That's a good shot. You know, being out and about and having your family here.
Look what Beltran does to
Half
that.
out.
That's the only thing we're missing at an event like this, because everybody travels, right?
Yeah.
But rumor has it that we're having a barbecue for dinner tonight, so maybe we'll start to get that waft of barbecue smell.
We're having a barbecue?
Probably just in time for my doubles match at 5:30.
We're gonna stream that match.
Oh,
7-5.
Grant, you can watch it. No.
Oh no. The last thing I want is to have me on a stream.
No, hold up. Replay.
Wow.
Hashtag just a replay.
Izzy, he almost walked underneath your legs.
Hashtag Scott McClellan.
7-5.
Hashtag just a ref.
We got hashtag Momo Zalata in the referee booth here.
Hashtag Momo the statue.
Ace.
Ooh, that's a nice
Oh.
shot.
Fantastic serve there by Torres.
Now,
8-5.
That's the same angle that De La Rosa wanted, but he's shooting for it. Look.
Oh, there's another one.
Woohoo!
2 in a row. 2 in a row.
2
Now,
aces in a row for Torres.
9-5.
here's something else that I like about outdoor. When you're an indoor, you're in a box. You can't hear the crowd.
You hear everybody.
Out here, you hear the whistles.
They probably
you
hear
the
us.
cheers. They might hear us.
Oh, that's a good
fantastic
Good
shot.
shot. Frames it, rolls it out. Hashtag ProKenix frames are the best.
10 serving 5 in the head pin. So now De La Rosa and Beltran, for the first time in this event, they're in trouble.
I don't know about in trouble.
Notice they're not calling timeouts. They're just
Short.
gonna play
Never.
it. And
Side
Izzy hits a very
Well,
ill-advised serve.
5-10.
Well,
Got to keep that rolling.
not yeah, but he didn't have to. He didn't have to try to be deceitful again. He just needed a decent serve.
Yeah. All right, well, that was a great run.
5-10.
And after getting blown out in the first game, these guys are in control of the second. They have to stem the flow, only
Skip.
give up a couple points here. There you go. They got a half out on an easy setup miss by Beltran.
5-10.
If Izzy and Walter can get back in the box without having they're playing a little box out here.
De La Rosa to the serve.
Mr. Pinch, yeah,
Wow.
that's tough.
That's tough right there. That's point number 6
6-10.
for De La Rosa and Beltran.
So, interesting point I'd like to show here. Oh, Gets the
Side out.
Gets the bounce. That hit basically the seam at the corner.
That bounce is just not working in De La Rosa's favor.
There's a weird little lip right there, and I've seen balls pop out on that like a Z serve.
10-6.
Interestingly, I want to point this out. In matches we've seen De La Rosa and Beltran earlier, we've seen them play side by side, but here they're playing front to back on the serve, if you've noticed.
Well, that's because he just got 3 aces, so adjustment
Nice
made. De La Rosa Beltran.
Cross-court winner there for Beltran.
He's like, what do I got to do?
Well, the serve came back to the middle again. That hit the sidewall, going
Half
to
out,
the middle.
10-6.
Yeah.
But De La Rosa was right there.
Yep.
He was.
All right. So interestingly, for our friends for everybody at home, it is Ice Cream Social Day. So we have a guy throwing ice cream sandwiches into the crowd right now.
I had one prior to the match.
This is outdoor in its finest. Maybe we
Ball
can
on.
Maybe we can get him to chuck one up here.
I had one.
11-6.
All right. 11 serve 6. This is starting to get serious. We haven't really taken this too seriously. Suddenly, we're 4 points from a tiebreaker, and De La Rosa and Beltran are still really not looking like they're terribly into this second game. And
12-6.
here we go. Daniel's taking the hat off. Now he's serious.
12-6.
Now,
Well, you know, the sun also shifted, so the hat maybe is affecting, where he's seeing the ball.
oh, that's tough get. Jeez.
Ow.
Man, he could have. You know what? Kudos.
Love the body contact there.
Kudos to Zalata for not saying a word, letting that play out. That's good. That's good work by
Well,
your
and
ref.
you know what? We don't want
Pineda like that.
we don't want the referee to give the points away.
No.
So we need to let them play.
6-12.
And you don't want the referee to go, stop. We're in the middle of action.
No, and like Brian Pineda was saying before, they were playing through all that contact.
Yep.
There was no hold up.
6-12.
They were going.
So here we go. Again, front to back. Daniel ranging back here in the back. And I wonder what that strategy is for. Ooh, that was in.
Good.
Yep, good call.
Good call by Charlie Pratt, I think that is over there.
6-12.
So coincidentally, for those at home, our referee for this match is Mauricio Zalata. And our line judges are, I believe, Charlie Pratt.
Oh, what a rollout off the cement.
Man.
Wow.
12-6.
All right, here we go. Let's see what Izzy does here. Let's see if he tries to pound it right at De La Rosa and dare him to hit. Yep. Short ball. See, I don't like that. You're up 12-6. You need points. Make them beat you.
It's whole serving 6 now on the headpan scoreboard.
Make them make you a shot. See? Look at that. He puts
right
that.
at him.
He puts that right at
13-6.
Beltran, and Beltran buries it, and they get another point. 2 points from a tiebreaker. Too good from
Fantastic.
Ramos. Too good.
Ramos.
Court positioning.
Ramos is there.
14-6.
That was court positioning at its best.
Daniel and Alvaro are going to come off the court and be like, okay, all right, time to take this seriously.
Well, you got to do that from the get-go, right from the jump.
Again.
2.
Same
It's the
play.
same play.
Same play. Yeah. Going to tiebreaker.
Game 2 in the books. Tiebreaker coming up. We'll take a break. We'll be back on IRT Live.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are live from the Strat.
Wow.
Looking at the camps here for both of these teams. Las Vegas, Nevada. The Strat Hotel and Casino, host of the KWM Gutterman 2021 3-wall ball, racquetball, paddleball, and also handball championships presented by AGE Solutions and Procanics. Also sponsored by?
Also sponsored by Racquetball Vibes, the brand new social media Facebook group that is trying to bring positivity to the sport.
Check it out on Facebook, and also Team Dovetail.
Team Dovetail. I'd like to point out, just a little shout out, I'm from Virginia, and AGE Solutions is from Virginia.
Okay, I'll give you old ones.
Yeah.
I hope we're
We got
rated,
our intern Dean Bear doing a little down court camera.
I hope we're rated R for this broadcast. I thought I heard a couple of colorful metaphors right there.
All right, guys.
All right, tiebreaker. After the first game, we certainly did not think we were going to be here.
Definitely not. I got to agree with you, Todd. But, you know, statistically speaking, Todd, you're the man behind the math. What are you expecting out of this game 3?
All right, I'm expecting a Daniel win, an Alvaro Daniel win. Statistically speaking, when a team wins the first, drops the second, they generally, there's more often than not, they win the tiebreaker. It's like 57-58%. You can run a report on ProRacquetballStats.com to actually get that information.
2-0.
It's kind of cool.
2-0.
Okay. I'd also like to point out here, you guys see the shadows on the court? Oh, Alvaro's messing with Ramos. That was pretty funny.
Yep,
Yeah.
side out.
Having played on these courts yesterday, kind of in the afternoon, when the sun is like this, you got the
0-2.
shadows, it is really, really difficult to see the ball.
Correct.
I mean, I'm sure the viewers at home are not exactly seeing the ball clearly because it's a red ball against this, it's kind of light blue. Oh, great serve.
No, we got to replay.
Got to let the ball. Too bad. Alvaro really wanted. That was a great return.
0-2.
So the wind's also picked up. Another factor here that indoor players don't have to deal with. You know, that wind, for those of you who might play pickleball or tennis, that wind makes a difference.
Skip.
Skip shot right there.
Yeah.
Torres.
0-2.
All right, here we go. Walter needs to put a couple points on the board right here. You know, this is a game of streaks. And when Daniel and
Short serve.
bad, don't like that
Side up.
serve.
That strategy that they were using at the end of game number 2 really did a number on Beltran and De La Rosa. I don't know why they didn't follow it right now.
I don't know. I mean, that's tough. That is, you know, that's forcing, you know, a player to go to his weaker backhand
3-0.
and hit like a really tough shot from deep in the court.
Out. Point.
Just like that, Todd. 4 straight points by De La Rosa.
4-0.
No, this is going to be 6-0 and a timeout in about 30 seconds from now. Yeah, so they tried to do a little slowdown game to try to ice the kicker a little bit. But they need to just put the ball in play. Play smart. Yep.
There you go. That was not a smart shot by Ramos.
No.
5-0.
Another point coming here, and then you might see a timeout. I mean, this game's only 11. Buried. Yep.
Point.
De La Rosa
Got a
just
timeout, guys.
giving Alvaro Beltran all the time in the world to bury it. And now
Timeout.
we will have
6-0.
a timeout at 6-0. Well predicted by the man behind the math, Todd
6-0.
Boss. And as they take a timeout, we'll take a short one ourselves, and we'll be back on IRT Live.
Over 1 million children are sold into slavery and human trafficking every year. At RAFA International, we exist to combat human trafficking and sexual exploitation for one child at a time. For more information, please visit rafa.org or follow us on social media.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are live from the beautiful Strat Hotel and Casino here in Las Vegas, Nevada for the IRT. I am Fabio Soto, accompanied by the man behind the mat, Todd Boss. So Todd, you predicted that 6-0 timeout by Ramos and Torres. What is your prediction now from this point on?
Time. 6-0. Point.
It's another point there. Yes?
7-0.
Eight, serving 0 now on the headpan scoreboard.
Ball. Over here, over here.
8, serving 0 on the headpan scoreboard as De La
8-0.
Rosa looks to close us in.
Point.
Mr. Pinch.
Nine, 0.
9, serving 0 again. Change of serve there for De La Rosa. Wow.
I didn't call it. I thought you guys got confused. It's a point.
10-0.
I'm calling a point. It's appealing. Point.
Ball stands.
10-0.
That hit the door.
Half out.
And it's only half out because De La Rosa is
10-0.
the first server of this team. Now Beltran trying to close it in and call it a day. This is to the pass to the semifinal tomorrow. Fantastic shot.
That's
and a blowout in game number 3, 11 serving 0. Wow, what a fantastic match.
Did you take everything?
As a stunning turn of events, Todd Boss, De La Rosa and Alvaro, after overcoming a defeat in game 2, they come and give a donut in game 3. Perfect. Well, we want to thank everybody for watching. This is the last of our quarterfinal matches today here in the beautiful Strat Hotel and Casino in beautiful Las Vegas. The 2021 KWM Gutterman 3 wall ball, racquetball, outdoor, handball, and also paddleball championships presented by AGE Solutions and Pro Kennex Racquetball for the IRT. I am Fabio Soto. Thank you once again. The man behind the math, Todd Boss, and we'll see you all here tomorrow for the semifinals. And we'll be back on IRT Live.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. So, Dean Bear, Todd Boss. First of all, Todd, thank you for hanging out in the quarterfinals. I know the fans love seeing you, listening to you, not seeing you, but listening to you. You add a wealth of information from ProRacquetballStats.com. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you want any stats about racquetball, ProRacquetballStats.com. This is Todd Boss. This is our Team Dovetail player interview, and we're interviewing you, Todd. We're going to talk about, the 4 matches we just had were fantastic. The guys all saw them. But now, what's up for tomorrow? The first match is Beltran De La Rosa versus Davis and Barcelo.
Sure. So what's going to happen tomorrow? We got our number 1 seeds, De La Rosa and Beltran. Not a surprise that they're in the semis. They're facing a very solid team in Brandon Davis and Alejandro Barcelo. Davis, a Southern Cal guy, he plays out of Marina Park, so he's used to these big 3-wall courts. Same with Barcelo. He plays in Florida, and his home courts in Florida are also 3-wall, and they're very similar here. Barcelo's a big forehand dominant player. Davis is a solid player. He's a former outdoor doubles national champ. He's no slouch. This is going to probably be a squeaky tiebreaker tomorrow, but I expect the number 1 seeds to eventually advance.
And then we have Geis and Rich versus Bobby Horn and Jose Diaz. That should be very interesting. We watched them today. All 4 of those guys played today, and honestly, all 4 of them played very well.
I agree. So Geis and Rich, in case you didn't know, won the Outdoor Nationals in July. They're the number 11 seeds here, though, but they cruised right through and defeated 2 seeds by upset, and now they're in the semis. Meanwhile, they also face an upset team in Bobby Horn and Jose Diaz. Now, Horn and Diaz, 2 very experienced indoor players. They played a lot of Pro Tour, IRT events between them. And they kind of squeaked by, and earlier today they won 14-11 over kind of an unheralded team. They didn't look terribly dominant, but, they got the job done, and they're in the semis. What do I expect? I expect what I think a lot of people want to see. I expect the Rich Geis team to win and for us to get a rematch of the July Outdoor Nationals Pro Final.
There you have it. That's information coming from the best, Todd Boss. So for the entire production team, with RT, we're done tonight. We're at the Strat Hotel, Las Vegas, 3-wall ball, the KWM Gutterman 3-wall ball presented by Pro Kennex. But we have to thank, Racquetball Vibes is a Facebook group. What can you say about Racquetball Vibes?
So I like Racquetball Vibes, what they're trying to do. There's been a lot of negativity in the, just by the nature of our sport. A lot of us communicate and get our news on social media and on Facebook, and Racquetball Vibes has been trying to create a new group that's just positive, just try to promote the sport, not have the arguments and the wherewithal to talk about what we don't want to talk about, and they're trying to create a positive spin for the sport.
Yeah, Team Zurich Foundation always helps out the IRT. Want to thank them. Obviously, this is the Team Dovetail player interview spotlight right here, so I want to thank them for their support. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a wrap from Vegas.
Hey, and I just wanted to say hi to Grant at home. It's time for you to go to bed, young man.
Grant, yeah, you better get to bed. It's late over there. But for the entire IRT team, we want to thank you guys for tuning in. Tune in tomorrow right here on IRT Live.
To San Luis Potosí to my club to give a clinic, and then Rafa started to play with every kid. Every single kid he played one game to 15, and he was saying, if you beat me, I'm gonna sponsor you, right? And I beat him 15-14. I remember. When you play, of course you want to win, but you also want to look cool winning, right? And the Gearbox shorts, the t-shirts, the hats, the headbands, they are simple, but I like simple. They look great.